try to make these videos to overcome my, I don't know, I guess fear of seeing myself. If that makes sense. Having trouble communicating, I guess. Seeing what I look like when I communicate. And sometimes that helps. I don't know. I don't know where to start. I guess when I not making sense, just angry all the time. Not really much nice to say about the state I'm in. When I moved here, I probably had hopes of, I don't know, maybe buying a place one day, maybe opening a bed and breakfast or something, my own business maybe. But a few months into the move, it became apparent. I had a lung collapse 3 months after moving all those boxes in. And the doctor pretty much told me, hopefully you're not moving for a while. So, no. So then we had a condo board that first marketed a condo to a 3-car household. And me, my mom, and dad each had a car. And then told us like a couple months later when the visitor spots and resident and visitor spots were assigned that they were only issuing like 2 parking stickers. They couldn't have a 3rd car. There'd be an extra bill after they originally marketed to us. So, they marketed the house to knowing we were a 3-car household. So then me and Mom had to share a car. So I had a lung collapse and a shared car situation. And I only had a car like 3 days out of a 7-day week. It was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. A lot of hiring managers are nowhere to be seen on Friday. They're in Mondays usually. So even when I could get a call back on a Friday, it was really hard to get an interview on a Monday, So, until Mom retired, I basically did work around the house. I, wallpapered, put up shelving. Well, at first I struggled before the wallpaper. I struggled with the paint. We have a very huge room. It's enormous. And it's 150 square feet just in my room. And, doing different things around the house, building things, building shelves, building cabinets for the space because we had no closet. So having to put in shelving and things like that. I, kind of busied my time with little projects like that. And, waited to find something. I mean, I applied for a lot of jobs. A lot of jobs around here were only hiring full-time or, the weekends. And then I'd say, well, I don't have a car the rest of the week. So there's a reluctance. It's kind of a convenience store culture here in New Hampshire. And you have to be available weekends. You have to be available call-ins. And it was tough finding the right mix. So I did a lot of things at home. I raised, at the time we moved, I had parakeets and my cat. And I was raising parakeets and mice for a little while. And I started to look into the guinea pig groups. I was really getting into, like, breeding mice colors and different things like that. I had always wanted to breed my cat Breeze. But she was, way past childbearing age, so that dream was kind of, it was still in the back of my head. Always wanted to have a litter of kittens and see what that was like, because I had bred gerbils, I had bred mice. Eventually I bred guinea pigs and was going to the fair, the Tosu Fair, and showing them, and had won a few blue ribbons, and was having a relative, amount of success. Grew to probably, over time after Breeze passed, it grew to probably 150 guinea pigs at its height. I had ducks, I had chickens, I had guinea pigs, I had cats, and, in 2013 I had one incident. I didn't know they wouldn't allow ducks and chickens. So, even though there was a lot of people that had indoor chickens at the time, and I had gotten gotten the chicks from, a person that had them indoors, basically in an apartment, probably smaller than my room. I guess it goes by local town ordinance. They had taken the 2 ducks, 2 chickens in 2013 on May 28th, 2013. My cat Tyler had passed away 18 days prior to that. It was a really sore spot with that dog officer, and I resolved to, at that time, to downsize, basically. I had reached a point where I just, couldn't take on anymore. It wasn't. And I think doing the fairs was very helpful because I saw that, it wasn't as profitable for a single person. I wasn't a family of 5 carrying in, 10 cages, 10 guinea pig cages to the fair. I was one person trying to carry 10, just to sell the same 10 guinea pigs as the family of 5. It would expend a lot more of my energy than, because I would have to carry them myself. I would have to walk back and forth, show them myself. I would have to have, someone I did not know watch my table while I was up showing them. So it's a much easier operation with more than one person. And, you learn this over time after doing it for a few years, which is how it was naturally progressing between, I'd say, 2013 to 2019. Over the course of 6 years, I went down from 150 animals to, maybe 9 guinea pigs. I had 9 guinea pigs. I had two rabbits, 2 chickens, and I had 18 cats. So I increased the cats somewhat, in part because of an accident. But the number of animals between the first encounter with the officers at McMillan and in April of 2019, when she gave me 30 days from April 28th to May 28th, 2013, to get, to find another placement for the ducks or chickens. Otherwise, she was going to have to take them in. So from that time, I did nothing but reduce the amount of animals in the house. And, I began this whole wallpapering. What you see here used to all be paint. I did the wallpapering. I pulled up all the floor. I pulled up a rug, which was really heavy. It was here when we moved in 2003. So 17-year-old rug, leaks in the ceiling, mold in the house. You figure it had to come out. Yeah, true, and it has to come out at a pace that a person my age and, 2 senior citizens can handle too. What the state did was unfair. They took all of my property, gave it to something called a pet charity, only to turn a profit from it, and refused to give, our family back. Basically, not my cats, not my guinea pigs, not my rabbits, not my chickens. Whether or not they were what I would consider to be, not just companion animals, comfort animals, but also some of them do assist me in certain things. I'm a brain injury victim. They remind me of things. They help me to wake up. They just, help throughout my day. They help me begin conversations with people when I'm too uncomfortable to speak on camera, or have trouble with being so angry about their loss I just can't stop swearing, whatever it happens to be. But I don't feel any of this is really being conveyed by my attorney. I don't know. I'm so frustrated because now I have neighbors that are harassing me in this neighborhood, that are harassing me and my parents. Every time there's a Black Lives Matter rally, the white lives in this park at least are at risk because of other factors going on in this park too. And I have this, at the same time, I'm dealing with all kinds of mixed feelings regarding the local police. I feel like I'm not getting the same amount of backup from the ACLU as certain colors are, even though, they killed 2 out of 18. Shouldn't that be something. What does it need to be? A bigger number? They shouldn't be killing. I just have mixed feelings. I have mixed feelings about these minorities. And I definitely have just terrible feelings towards police. I don't know. I mean, I need them sometimes when these people are harassing me, and yet, they're not backing me up. They're pressing charges on me. And yet the minorities that are supposed to be these victims of police profiling end up not the one that, has their reports. They don't have trouble getting their reports taken seriously, and they don't have their property confiscated. I have my property confiscated. So I'm dealing with a lot right now. With a lot, I moved to the state 17 years ago thinking, maybe this was a place to begin the rest of my life, and now I'm just lucky if I can recover some of my family members to hopefully move them someday to a safer one. And I'm having trouble reconciling that.